I am the Hope Diamond. Who I am? Maybe you have heard of me. I am the famous Hope Diamond. I know diamond can talk, but I'm no ordinary diamond. I live in the center of a pendant which hangs from a diamond necklace. 16 other diamonds circle around me, but I think they are tiny. The small diamonds are clear, like pieces of glass. Most diamonds are most clear, but me, I am deep blue. I like the ocean. I am full of mystery too. No one knows everything about my past. Not even me, but I do like to tell my story. So let me tell you about the parts I remember. How much of my story you believe is up to you. My early years. I don't not remember much about when I was younger, and you'll find out why very soon. I have learned about my past by listening to people. This is what I've heard them say about me. It took many years of the form underground. People first found me in a diamond mine in India. They knew I was special right away. I was deep blue, of course, and weighed more than 100 carats. That's lighter than 5 nickels, but it is heavy for a diamond. Many diamonds used in rings today weigh about 1 carat. Back then, it was good enough to be blue and big. After many years, some people wanted me to be a different shape. They thought it would make me even more amazing. In 1668, I was sold to the King of France, where I was cut in a special way to give me many faces. My new facets made me brighter and improved my shine. If the cutting hurt, I can remember because that part of my memory was cut off. In the end, I was a little heavier than 67 carat, a loss of about 1/3 of my weight. I also had a new name, Blue Diamond of the Crown. I like my royal life in France. Many kings were me over the course of a century. Then, in 1792, I was stolen. I was scared. The good news that I was found in England. The bad news that I had been caught again. I weighed about 45 carats or less, the half my original weight. I was down to about the size of a quarter. Other diamonds were still jealous of me, but I felt smaller and smarter. I have weighed about 45 carats for almost 200 years. I remember when a man named Henry Philip Hope bought me. He lived in England, and he is why I am called the Hope Diamond. He owned many colors diamonds, but I was one of his favorites. He had set or placed in a pin that could be worn. I was usually kept in a drawer, but I felt safe. I stayed in the Hope family for years after Mr. Hope died. In 1901, I was sold and sent to New York. Then I was sold and sold again. After a time, I was back in France. This time, when I was in France, I did not live with the king. I lived with Mr. Cartier, who sold jewels, a customer of Mr. Cartier's named Mrs. McLean saw me when she was visiting France. She said that she did not like me. My feelings were hurt. Did not like me. My feelings were hurt. Mr. Cartier believed Mr. McLean would buy me, though. He took me to New York and set me in a new necklace. Then he showed me to her again, and she wanted me. I had never looked better. Sometimes Mrs. McLean thought I was her lucky charm. Other times, she thought I was bad luck, but she wore me a lot, and I liked that. I liked to be out and about. Mrs. McLean kept me until she died, when I was sold again to Henry Weston in 1949, who taught me that I was not the most important things. For years, he and I traveled together. We raised money for charities, and I was glad to help. Blue but hopeful. In 1958, Mr. Wilson gave me to the Smithsonian institution. It is the museum in Washington, D.C., and it is where I still live. People from around the world come to see me. They talk about how beautiful I am. Some of them say I give people bad luck. If only they could hear me. I did tell them I am the one with bad luck. After I am locked away in a museum. I taken 4 vacation since. I moved into the museum. I went back to France, down to South Africa, and went twice to New York. The people here keep me clean and protect me, but I am still blue. I am not talking about my cover. I want to go to parties. I want the kings to wear me again, even though I am feeling down. I think these things might happen again someday. They don't call me the Hope Diamond for nothing.